Hi everyone, I am here today to film an audiobook review for you, and this is a book that I listened to about a month ago, and it is called Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. So you may have heard of this because it's quite a popular thriller that was going around when it first came out. I hadn't yet read Paula Hawkins' previous thriller novel, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. I was in the mood for a thriller and was looking for an audiobook to listen to, so went for that. So this book, I went in with relatively kind of stable expectations because I hadn't read The Girl on the Train, but I had seen the film and thought it was average. I wasn't necessarily expecting wonders from this, and I'm glad I wasn't expecting wonders because I'd have probably hated it if I had. I didn't think that this was anything all that special, in summary. So I gave this book 4 stars. So this book is about 2 sisters named Nell and Jules. And in Nell's last few days, she tries to call Jules on multiple occasions. We don't know why, and Jules doesn't pick up any of the phone calls. Next thing, Nell is found dead, and it's pretty kind of debated on whether she was killed, on whether she had some sort of just misadventure accident, or whether she commits suicide. But this does mean that Jules has to go back to the area to look after Nell's daughter, and there's quite a bit of friction there in the novel, especially as it sort of comes out that Nell had been calling Jules and Jules had kind of ignored the calls because the daughter was like, but she might have needed you. So yeah, that's the whole idea behind the story, but there is so much more to it than that because there's a lot of mystery involved with the area and how a lot of deaths, how a certain watery area is linked to deaths in the area, that when you look at them all together, like added up, look quite suspicious. On their own they look like nothing, but when they're combined together, yeah, it's pretty suspicious. And the place even has actually been nicknamed as the Drowning Pool because that is how notorious the spot is. So listening to this on audiobook perhaps wasn't the best experience. I mean, you jump around, especially in the beginning, you jump around perspectives and it's really difficult to understand and keep track of whose perspective you are currently in. It's not easy. It's hard work trying to constantly think about who you are currently involved with, what they are talking about, who they are talking about. It confused the heck out of me at times. It probably, I'd say, took me till about a quarter of the way through the book to feel comfortable trying to recognise who was talking at any given time, and indeed who they were talking about. That, I don't know whether that would have been helped more by just reading the physical book, so maybe if you're interested in this book, try the physical copy rather than the audiobook. I don't recommend the audiobook. It was confusing and hard work, and a thriller shouldn't be hard work in terms of trying to track who you're currently kind of following the perspective of. I mean, the audiobook did everything it could to make the job easier of trying to kind of keep track because there was different voice actors for different characters and voices were put on very well and acted out well in different situations. It's just, until you are comfortable remembering that that voice is that person, it's very hard going, and that's not something I want from a thriller. If I'm reading a thriller, I just want to just relax into the story, get immersed in the story, be on edge with the plot, not be thinking, oh wait, who is this again, who is this again? Like, that's not for me. I would say as well that for a thriller, the ending was very predictable. So if you want to go into this for an ending that will blow your mind, this is definitely not the thriller to pick up because I guessed what was going to happen easily. The journey there was fun though, don't get me wrong, and if you're a person that more likes to read a thriller for the journey, this will definitely be more the one for you because I really enjoyed getting from the beginning, getting to the end and understanding exactly what was going to happen all the way through practically. It was so predictable. And the whole idea of the mystery behind it did have me wanting to pick this up every chance I got. It wasn't that I was thinking, oh, I don't even want to pick this up, it's so obvious what's going to happen. I desperately wanted to find out what was going to happen next to get to the end solution that was inevitable, in my opinion. Some people have described this book as a slow burner. That's probably quite accurate. All the same, it's not the sort of thriller that I tend to look for very often. I prefer my thrillers to really kind of get me on edge and make me nervous, turn me into a nervous wreck. That is what I want from a thriller. So if you like your slow burners, if you like your journeys, if you're not bothered about the ending being predictable, this is probably the thriller for you. But thank you so much for watching this review in this different setting because it's so hot. I just needed to be by the fan and just... So thank you very much for watching. As I said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking the image of me if you want to see more book reviews and other bookish content from me, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!